Morella, you have been found guilty of witchcraft, blasphemy, and murder. Therefore, it is the judgment of this tribunal that you be sentenced to death as prescribed by law. You have anything to say before this assembly?
Gillian Locke! Yes, my husband, I speak to you. Mark well our daughter, for I shall live on within her. For one day, she and I will live as one. And welcome you through the gates of hell.
Now look into her eyes. She has the power to control men's minds.
This is barbaric. No one has been executed for witchcraft in the county for 40 years.
She has lived as a witch, and she shall die as a witch. Proceed! Now shall her eyes be put out, so that even after death she may cast no more evil spells. She shall stay there for a fortnight, a warning for all who would follow in her wicked ways. Come!
Come, Gideon. No. Do not torment yourself further, my friend. I will take care of interring her remains.
No. No, I shall build a tomb on the very spot where she died. And Morella may live in peace for eternity.
Yes, sir?
I have an appointment with Gideon Locke.
Yes, you're expected. If you'll follow me, please, Mr. Chapman.
Forgive me, sir. I sometimes forget my appearance.
It's an honor to finally meet you, sir.
Your message stated that you had an important transaction with me.
Actually, sir, this concerns your daughter, Lenora.
I see.
As you probably know, a trust fund was set up by your late wife's family prior to the birth of your daughter. According to the specifications set down, Lenora is to come into that inheritance on her 18th birthday. I understand that event will take place in 3 days.
Yes. On the 24th.
I have some papers that require her signature at that time. I'd like Lenora to look them over beforehand.
May I ask your age, Mr. Chapman?
My age? 27. Now, if I may see Lenora.
I'm sorry, I absolutely forbid it.
But, sir,
Young man, you will leave this house immediately. All further transaction will be conducted by letter. Is that understood?
Sir, if I've offended you in any way...
Quintus!
Yes.
This young man is leaving now. You will see him out.
Yes, sir.
I've left the papers requiring Lenora's signature on the table. Good day, sir. The portrait. Lenora?
No, sir. Mr. Locke's late wife, Morella.
He is a handsome young man.
Yes. I wonder what he wanted.
You can daydream about him later. Come, let us get back to our lessons on Spain.
Geography. What's the point of learning about the world when I'm never allowed to leave these grounds?
Someday you may travel and see all the places we've read about.
Someday. Not if Father has any say in things.
If you make faces like that, no young man will ever come to call. Here. I was saving this for your birthday, but you can have it now for a smile.
For me? What is it?
You'll have to open it to find out.
Oh, it's beautiful. Thank you, Miss Devereaux. How does it look?
Lovely.
King's Knight takes Bishop.
I must confess, Gideon, your powers of concentration never cease to amaze me. It's as if you could still see.
Yes, it is my curse.
Your laudanum, Mr. Locke.
Laudanum?
Yes, Mr. Locke's having difficulty sleeping.
I see.
Now, if you have no further need for me tonight, I'll be in my room, Mr. Locke.
Good night.
Doctor.
time for all proper young ladies to be in their beds. Lenora?
Oh, can't I practice a little longer?
Practiced enough for one evening. Now say goodnight to your father and Dr. Gold.
Good night, Father. I hope you enjoyed my playing. It was a piece I composed especially for you.
It was beautiful. Good night, my dear.
Dr. Galt?
Sleep well, Lenora.
By your leave, gentlemen.
Miss Devereux?
I must say, Miss Devereux has become an accomplished woman.
Yes, she's more than a governess to Lenora. Over the years, I've grown quite dependent upon her. In some strange ways, she reminds me of...
Morella?
After all these years, I still cannot bring myself to utter that name. June the 14th. While visiting Northampton, I have encountered the most extraordinary woman. Her name is Morella Winthrop. I know nothing of her family or background, yet I feel an immediate rapport with her. November 21st. My new bride, Morella, has recently become fascinated with certain mystical writings centering on life after death. Indeed, she has developed a morbid preoccupation with death, possibly due to her own increasing ill health. I cannot look into her eyes without the sensation of plummeting into some dreary and unfathomable abyss. September the 24th. Morella has almost died during childbirth. Our newborn daughter, Lenora, appears healthy in all respects and has the same dark eyes as her mother. Dr. Galt has confided to me that Morella may only have a few months more to live. While I was away on business, Morella plunged into her occult studies with a renewed passion. Accompanied by some unknown disciple, she deciphered a ritual she believed would grant immortality. The first step necessitated the slaughter of a serving girl from our household. Morella bled her in order to bathe in virgin blood. Thus was she prepared to invoke the powers of darkness. final act of this ghastly initiation took place at the graveyard. Fortunately, I arrived home sooner than expected and discovered the slain body of the serving girl. With several townspeople, I set out to find Morella. We arrived moments before she could conclude the horrible ceremony. Justice was swift and severe. May God have mercy on us all.
I didn't hear you come in.
In this household, one learns to move quietly.
Oh, that feels good.
You've had a tiring day. Perhaps some wine?
No, not now.
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. I just prefer to be alone tonight, that's all. You know I have to prepare Lenore's lessons for the week.
I understand. And tomorrow night?
There's not a living soul I'd rather spend the evening with than you. Arise, my love. Arise from your slumber, my love. The autumnal equinox is here, and a fresh young body awaits you. Now, Morella, come forth. Come forth.
this hour.
Father, what happened? How did I get here?
What do you mean? You don't remember?
Well, I was dreaming, and I heard somebody calling my name from far away. I followed the voice. It was her. Was I walking in my sleep?
Yes. Yes, that must be it.
I guess I was just upset from reading your diary.
My diary? Where did you find my diary?
Well, in my room where you left it.
I did no such thing. Someone in this house must have taken it.
Why didn't you tell me about her before? I would have understood.
The hour is late. We will discuss it in the morning.
What are these?
Legal documents concerning your inheritance. A lawyer brought them for your signature.
Perhaps I could visit the village and have him explain this to me.
Oh, that won't be necessary. Dr. Galt read them to me, and they're completely in order.
Father, I am almost 18 years old. Don't you think it's time I started making decisions for myself?
Lenora, you must realize by now why we never visit the village. There is still great resentment there towards our family.
Because of Mother? That was 17 years ago.
You will do as you're told. Besides, we have everything we need here.
Well, maybe you have. In 2 days, I will be financially independent. And I can travel wherever I want then.
How dare you speak to me that way?
Well, maybe it's time I started.
Mr. Chapman.
Yes. How can I help you?
I'm Coel Devereaux. I'm employed as a governess in the Locke household.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Devereaux. Please, be seated.
I understand you drew up the documents involving Lenore Locke's inheritance.
Actually, my father did.
Indeed. Lenore has a number of questions. Some of the legal terms are rather complicated.
You may tell Miss Locke I'm available at her convenience.
I'll be giving Lenore her lessons near the lake, on the northeast edge of our property. You may find us there this afternoon. Now I must go. Till this afternoon, Mr. Chapman.
So, you see, the summation of all that legal wordage is you've become a rather well-to-do young lady, Miss Locke. Have you made any immediate plans?
Oh, yes. I'd love to travel. I'd like to actually visit the places I've only read about.
I'd love to see the world myself someday. I've only gone as far as Cambridge, and that was to study.
Did you get to visit Boston?
Not very often. I spent most of my time buried in law books. See, I've lived a rather sheltered life myself.
Well, at least you live in town. Tell me, what is it like?
Somehow it seems smaller than when I was young. Maybe it's just that I've gotten taller. Other than that, things are pretty much the same.
Well, are there many people my age?
Yeah, quite a few.
Well, what about the young ladies? Are they pretty?
Some are. None as lovely as you.
wandered off the estate. I've never been this far before.
Don't worry, I know where we are. This is the old cemetery.
The servants used to tell ghost stories about this place.
I came here when I was 10 years old. I got so scared I ran all the way back home.
Somehow it doesn't frighten me. It just seems lonely and neglected.
I should get you back to Miss Devereaux.
I can't tell you what it's meant having someone like you to talk to. I wish this day could go on forever.
And never end.
Forgive me. I don't know what came over me.
You needn't apologize, Lenora. Come, I'll take you back.
I'll find my way. Besides, I'd like to be here alone for a while.
You'll be all right?
I'll be fine.
May I call on you again tomorrow?
By the lake.
By the lake, Miss Locke.
Have done to her?
Let me go! I want to leave here!
She gave you life, and now you will share your life with her. Can't you feel it, Lenora? Her blood in your veins, her soul in your body, her thoughts in your mind.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about! Let me go!
Look at her, Lenora! Look into those dark, empty eyes. Welcome back, Morella.
How long has it been?
17 years.
And this is Lenora's body.
Yes.
I can feel her. She struggles within me.
Do not worry. Lenora's will is weak. Eventually, you shall gain full control.
You've done very well. Your reward is long overdue.
Yes, as you promised. We shall perform the rites of immortality together. And I shall serve you for eternity. Morella.
I fear that we have underestimated her. Nora is strong. I shan't be able to hold on to her much longer.
Will you be able to return?
In limited periods. But I cannot remain within her. I must find a permanent dwelling place for my spirit.
Where?
My remains. You must resurrect them.
Severo?
Lie still, Lenora. You need to rest.
What happened?
I found you by the entrance to the old cemetery. Apparently you had a fainting spell. Don't you remember?
No.
I suppose the shock of seeing your mother's resting place caused you to lose consciousness. Now you're tired. Everything will look better in the morning.
You're not leaving.
You need your sleep. And I have many more things to attend to. Pleasant dreams, Lenora.
I love you so much, Jocelyn.
Mother told me never believe what a man says with his pants off.
But it's true. I'll prove it. Come.
Miles, you devil! We'll have the rest of our lives for such things after we're married.
I can't afford to take a wife until I finish my apprenticeship, and you know that.
This is difficult for me too, Miles. But it's late, and I have to return to my quarters before I'm missed.
You won't have to work as a servant girl for long. Here again tomorrow?
Yes. Now I must go.
Good night, my love.
Good day, Mr. Chapman.
Dr. Galt, I hear the Ashtons had a blessed event.
Yes, twins. Unfortunately, my fee is not doubled in such cases. Are you, locking up early?
Yes.
When a young man who's enterprising closes his business at this hour, there can be only one of two reasons. He's either ill or he's in love.
I've never felt better in my life.
Yes, sir. Guy, I have known Lenora Locke all of her life. I've known Gideon for most of mine. They are both fine people. But there is something unhealthy in that house. Do use caution, my boy.
I'm afraid this is one time I won't follow my physician's advice. Good day, Dr. Galt.
Good day to you, you young rogue.
Lenora, is something wrong?
I'm not sure. Have you ever said or done something and then you felt as if it weren't you who were doing it?
I don't understand.
Well, neither do I. Last night I discovered my mother's crypt. And then it was like somebody else was speaking and acting for me. I don't remember everything that happened. It was almost like a dream.
Well, maybe that's all it was.
Yeah, well, that's what Miss Devereaux said. Yet I still can't help but feeling that there's someone inside of me. Someone waiting for me to let go.
Lenora, you've had a bad dream. You're upset by it. There's nothing uncommon about that.
No, you're right. See, I just don't want to believe that I'm... Oh, come on, I know of a place.
Who lives here?
No one. It's been deserted for years.
Well, someone's been here recently. I'd say this has become quite a popular meeting place.
Well, it used to be the quarters of our caretaker. I remember he was terribly young and handsome. But then Father let him go. I never understood why.
Let's see if I can start a fire. Yes?
I hope you weren't paying much attention to what I said earlier.
About the caretaker?
No, all that nonsense about another person. Sometimes my imagination gets carried away.
That's not uncommon.
Sometimes I imagine what it would feel like having your hands touching my body.
Lenora, perhaps we...
What it would feel like to have you inside me.
Excuse me, sir. Miles Archer wishes to speak with you.
I don't know one of that name. A young blacksmith from the village. He's very insistent. Very well.
Mr. Locke?
I am Gideon Locke. How may I help you?
Well, this concerns a young woman on your household staff, sir.
What is it? You wish to marry her?
Well, yes, sir. But you misunderstand me. I'm concerned about her whereabouts. Word has reached me that she did not return here last night.
You say she's employed in my household?
Yes, sir. Her name's Ilsa Corral. She's your servant girl. May I have your permission to search the grounds? She might be hurt somewhere. Sir?
I beg your pardon, sir. I sometimes fall into reveries. Yes, of course, you may search.
Thank you. Sorry to disturb you. Good day.
I understood you were giving Miss Lenora her lessons today.
Yes. Who was that who just left, Quintus?
A young man from the village. I contacted him when Ilsa didn't return to her quarters last night.
Servant girls have run away before.
Yes, usually with their young men. She didn't happen to mention anything about going anywhere.
Why, no. The last time I spoke with her, she didn't say a word. What are you doing in my room?
I followed you to the old graveyard. A few minutes later, I saw Ilsa arrive. What were you two doing there together?
I don't like your questions, Diane. And I especially don't like being followed by anyone.
I need to talk to you.
Not here. Tonight. At the lake. At 10:30.
I'll be there.
Lenora?
Yes, Father dear?
Where have you been? It's very late.
And how does a blind man tell the time?
The chimes of the clock, but you know that.
I also know that you're a helpless man, living in constant fear.
Lenora, you must
Were you
understand.
afraid that I'd become like her? Her madness, as you called it, began when she married. Were you afraid that I'd be the same as I became a woman?
I did what I could to protect you.
Were you afraid that she and I would be as one?
My God. That voice.
You sought to be rid of me, but I shall live within her. Sleep well, Gideon.
Morella. Miss Leonora?
What's this? Just get me out of here! Quentin, help me! No, Quentin, don't go! Help me!
crimes, you are hereby sentenced to death, as prescribed by law.
Forgive me, I sometimes forget my appearance.
Lenora, darling, I was saving this for your birthday. But you can have it now for a smile.
What is it?
You'll have to open it to find out.
Wait!
Elsa?
one more feeding, my love, and you'll be fully resurrected.
Quintus indicated it was urgent that I see you.
I understand Miss Devereux arranged a meeting between yourself and Lenora.
Sir, I assure you.
You need not deny it for her sake, young man. I may be blind, but other eyes see for me.
Very well, sir. I wish to ask for the hand of your daughter in marriage.
Very honorable. Think you would be agreeable to taking her from this place immediately?
Yes, but a few days ago...
A few days ago, I was concerned for her mind. Now I am concerned for her soul.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Morella was the most beautiful, the most fascinating creature I had ever known. After we were married, the madness came. Household staff vanished for no apparent reason. Eventually, I discovered that she had been performing human sacrifice. There was a trial, and she was executed for witchcraft.
I heard stories when I was young.
Before she died, she swore that she would return. And in the body of Lenora, for 17 years, I have lived in dread of that prophecy. Now it has come to pass.
But you don't seriously believe...
that Morella could rise from the dead? Last night, Lenora spoke with me here in this room, but it was Morella's words that came from those lips. Call me mad, if you will. But my wife has returned to take possession of my daughter.
Where is Lenora now?
She left the house this morning and has not returned. Quintus is out looking for her, but the estate is large. She could be anywhere.
I'll find her.
Yes. Yes, there is still a chance she could respond to you.
Take her to the village. Find Reverend Ward and Dr. Galt. There may still be a way of exercising Morella's spirit.
I'll speak to Dr. Galt personally.
Yes, thank you. You're the only person I can call upon. Miss Devereux and Nurse Summers have both disappeared.
Disappeared?
Just like those poor others, 17 years ago.
Lenora, you're all right.
Was something wrong? Tell me.
This is difficult to say. I suspect your father may be mentally deranged.
No, he sometimes...
Lenora, he's raving about exorcism and your mother coming back from the dead. I'm going to get Dr. Galt.
Well, then I should be with him.
No, I believe you'll be safer away from the house. At least until the doctor completes his examination.
All right. But let me find Miss Devereux first. I will be waiting for you when you return from the village.
Where?
We're by the old cemetery. It's on the way.
There is every indication that this is indeed Ilsa Carell. Or what's left of her.
The servant girl reported missing. Who could have done such a thing?
I don't know. It's this incision along the jugular vein that worries me. I've only seen one other case like this.
Yes?
Well, I was about to say that was 17 years ago. Morella Locke used exactly that procedure in one of her rituals.
Doctor, you know Gideon Locke rather well, don't you?
As well as anyone, I imagine.
Has he shown any signs recently of mental deterioration?
Gideon has been suffering from deep depression ever since his wife died. But if you're questioning his sanity, no, I'd wager he's as sane as you or I.
Possibly. Can you get out to the Locke estate?
Yes, but I don't understand.
There's no time to explain. If you care for your friend, then hurry.
But, Guy, I'll get the carriage.
my child. You have grown up rather beautiful. Or do I flatter myself?
No, you're dead.
A temporary inconvenience. After one more feeding, I shall be completely resurrected. I believe that honor shall be bestowed upon your father.
Morella would draw you here.
What do you want from me?
It's what I want to give you. Immortality. Mankind's eternal dream. Imagine, centuries shall pass, and all mortals will live and die, but we shall exist forever.
No, you once tried to kill me.
Well, Gideon thought a sacrifice was only your initiation. Tonight, you and I shall complete those rites together.
No! No, I don't want to be like you!
Then you no longer control her?
For the moment. Rest assured she shall be mine forever.
Lenora, I prithee leave this place.
Pray for yourself, Gideon. You become old. There was a time when you were handsome.
And there was a time when your soul was so beautiful. Both have passed.
Then come, my husband. Let our bodies enfold in one final embrace. My flesh needs sustenance, and your life shall fill that need.
Yes, we shall be together always, my love.
to remember.
May they both find peace at last.